Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one because we are going to be discussing my product Empties. I have this little bin here that I've been storing products in for like 8 months, so I am excited to finally get rid of the products in here. Also, if you've watched my videos in the past, you probably noticed that I have a new background. I had some birthday money, so I invested in a little table back there. I got it off Wayfair, and let me just say that that is the hardest furniture to put together, and I didn't even do it. My fiance did the majority of it. It was so tricky, so I don't know if I would recommend, honestly. It was really hard. So yeah, we have a little strawberry pound cake candle back there and a Himalayan salt rock lamp that we got for Christmas from my sister-in-law, and then just some fake flowers. I'll probably switch out the little knickknacks that are back there, but this is just what I had in my house. Everything is shut down again in the Toronto area, so we are back into complete lockdown, like same style lockdown that we were in around Christmas, which is the same style lockdown we were in last April. Toronto and the surrounding areas have been in the longest lockdown in North America. It's just a mess. The government is just really butchering how they're handling this pandemic. It's been awful. So yeah, I really can't go to like a home decor store or even Walmart. Walmart, their decor area, because it's not deemed essential, is blocked off. So I just had to make do with what I already had in my house. And I think it looks okay. I think it looks kind of cute. Also, please bear with me with the whole new background thing. This is my first time filming with this new background, so I might have to like make some adjustments on camera angles and stuff. I've already had to move my filming desk like closer to the table so that you could actually see it, and like my camera angle's a little different, so I'm still trying to figure all that stuff out, so please bear with me while I do that. Also, my makeup, we have the spring vibes going. I'm really feeling it. I really like this makeup. I can't stop looking at myself. Just in case you were wondering, I used the ColourPop Mint to Be palette. Love this one. I would recommend using this palette on a tacky base though, or else it is kind of hard to get it to show up just because the colors are so light in it. As you can see, this one's, or these two I guess, are the only ones that have any real depth to them. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing on my eyes. I just want to catch up because I feel like it's been so long since I've last filmed. It's been like a week and a half because I pre-filmed a couple of videos, and honestly I'm so glad that I did that because I had a really rough week last week. We went wedding dress shopping last Monday, Easter Monday, and I got a dress, and then the next day I decided that I didn't really like it. It wasn't what I was looking for. So all of Tuesday I cried all day, and my eyes are still recovering from that. Like, I don't think I've ever cried so much. Like, I don't know, there's just some pressure from the bridal consultant to like pick a dress because of timing. We're supposed to be getting married in November. So she's like, you know, you're a little late picking out a dress. I don't want to put pressure on you, but like, you gotta make a decision. And I was like, oh crap. So I just picked the one that I liked best that day. And yeah, I think it'll be okay. Like, I think we can modify the dress to make it what I want, but it has just been like an emotional week for me because of that one thing. And like, honestly, I think I've been a pretty laid back bride thus far, and I continue to see myself being that way in the future. I have some self-esteem issues. So I really, like, this is my one day that I get to feel pretty, and the fact that I just picked a dress that didn't make me feel pretty. First of all, I was mad at myself, and then second of all, I'm like, holy crap, that's a lot of money to waste. And then I kind of went into the phase, well, okay, well maybe we can modify it and fix it up to the point where I will like it. Also, the dress wasn't in my size, it wasn't in the color I was getting, and I just kind of felt like, I'm really short, I'm only like 5'4", and I just felt really overwhelmed by the dress. So even though it wasn't my size, it was like way too long for me and stuff. So like, after alterations and stuff, it's not gonna look the same, and I have to keep that in mind. I'm so sorry that I'm venting about this, but I just feel like I have to get it out. And my mom and my maid of honor and my mother-in-law, they've heard it. So I don't want to talk to them about it because I feel kind of bad. And then they also feel bad because they feel like they kind of pressured me into getting something that wasn't really my vision. Because it's not like the dress is ugly per se, like not at all. It's just not what I was seeing for myself. And I felt a bit of pressure from other people because it is very flattering. My waist looks tiny, and like, we love a snatched waist, but it just wasn't what I was envisioning. Like, vibe wise, I really wanted to go very boho, and the dress I got was more glam. So it's a little bit of a touchy subject for me right now, and emotionally I've just been exhausted all week. Plus, my internet has been like really terrible, so I've been contacting our internet provider and been getting nowhere with them. I'm scared that I keep having lipstick on my teeth. If I do at any point in this video, like, just disregard it. Yikes. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess we'll see. I was thinking about trying on another dress, but I just don't want to put myself in that kind of predicament. So yeah, everyone feels bad that like went to my appointment because they were like, oh, it looks so good on you, you know, like that's the one. And I was like, kind of listening to them because I'm really indecisive. I have a Libra rising sign, so you know, like very indecisive. I knew what I wanted in my heart, but everyone that I love is telling me that this is it. So I'm like kind of torn back and forth. And then with the time crunch on top of that, I felt like I didn't have any time to look for a dress again. So I just was like, okay, like let's just get it. And yeah, that was clearly a mistake. So yeah, and there's no returns and there's no like refunds, obviously. I think that's pretty standard for bridal gowns. I just wish that I had like just slept on it. I don't know how that's gonna turn out. I'm feeling more logical about it now, but it's been emotionally draining. But I feel like with everything else, I've just been so laid back. Like my bridesmaids are like, what do you want us to wear? And I'm like, I don't care, just like match the color and pick style, I don't care. And like with everything else, like with the flowers, my mother-in-law, she's gonna be paying for the flowers, and I don't want a ton of flowers as decor. Okay, this is so much wedding talk, I'm sorry, but I just need to like get it out. So she was like, what do you want to do for the flowers? And I'm like, honestly, I hadn't even thought about flowers. I don't want like a ton of flowers because we're getting married in November. So I want like a lot of like pine and cedar and kind of like a rustic boho vibe. So I didn't want like a ton of glam florals, but having flowers is really important to her. And I'm like, well, if you want to pay for them, like, I don't care. And she's like, okay, that's good. We can decide together, blah, blah, blah. What do you want? And I'm like, these are the colors we're doing. I think flowers are beautiful. So like, I don't really care. But when it came to the dress, I think I just really want to feel pretty, as does every bride. And looking at the photos that I took of me in the dress, I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I don't like the way I look in it. But I'm trying to keep in mind, it's not the right color. Like I didn't try on the same color that I'm getting. It's just a lot of visualization, you know, like the consultants are like, okay, but you have to imagine that the dress is shorter and that it actually fits you properly and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but like, I don't have that great of an imagination. So it's been really hard to kind of try to visualize like the dress actually fitting me, it being shorter. It's a ball gown style. I wanted an A-line. So they're going to, you know, take a lot of the volume out of the skirt. And so like I was trying to imagine that, and it's just going to be a completely different dress by the time I'm done with it. So I feel like I just can't even imagine what it's going to look like. So that's very worrisome for me. And that's why I have not filmed in a week and a half, because I have been emotionally exhausted from this and my eyes really took a beating. They were so dry, like they were peeling because I cried so much. I'm feeling more logical now though. Like I'm trying to remind myself like, it's not the end of the world, you know, like you can get it changed, you can get it altered. But anyway, enough with the wedding talk. I'm so sorry. I just felt like I needed to talk to somebody, so a camera will do for now. And yeah, let's get into my product Empties. Okay, I'm just gonna go off of like just picking stuff. So the first product is a shower gel that I got at Christmas. This is the Yog Nog shower gel by Lush. I also have the matching Yog Nog body milk for your body. So this is more like a body lotion type. I did enjoy these, the shower gel more so than the body milk. That being said, I don't think I would repurchase either. And here's why. For body gels, it has to be really bougie for me to choose it over a bar soap just because of the packaging, simply. I currently have a bar soap from Lush in my shower right now, and I'm using that as opposed to this, and it works the same. So like if I'm going to use a shower gel that's in a plastic bottle, it's got to be really good for me to choose that over just a regular bar soap that has no packaging. And while this smelled nice, I just don't think that it really, you know, made me want to use it over a bar soap. That's the only reason. For this now, I did enjoy the scent. It's very like caramelly. What does it smell like? I think it's supposed to be like eggnoggy. Yeah, it kind of definitely smells eggnoggy. Eggnog and caramel, maybe something like that. But this was like a yellowish color, and it had a lot of dye to it, to the point where I would, you know, put it all over my body and then I would wipe my hands and it would stain my towels. So it does have Yellow 5 Lake. I'm assuming that's the dye because it was like a yellow color. It stained everything. So I definitely don't think I would repurchase this. My mother-in-law actually gave this to me, and I'm pretty sure for that reason, because it was too colored. And I think she experienced the same problem. But the thing with Lush that I don't like is that she had tried one previously, like she had another bottle and she loved that one and didn't find that it stained anything. With Lush, since it's handmade and they're made in batches, you could get one batch that's everything you've ever wanted, and then you go to repurchase it and it's a little bit different. So that's kind of what happened here. So I wouldn't repurchase this just because it stained everything. I have a lot of skincare in here, so like bear with me with that. Next up, we have a product from the Inkey List, and the Inkey List was actually a product or brand, I suppose, that I really wanted to try for 2021, and I did. I was in need of a new moisturizer and I picked up this one. So it comes out, you take the cap off and you push down and it kind of comes out like that. I think that's the last remaining bit of it. I'll just use it as hand cream, whatever. I don't know if I would repurchase this, honestly. First of all, I used to love this packaging because it's the same packaging as the Drunk Elephant, but it just seems like it's a lot of plastic. So I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of the packaging, number one. Number two, the formula is good, I will say. However, it wasn't hydrating enough for me, which is a concern because if I have oily skin and I don't find that this is hydrating enough for me, what are people with dry skin gonna think of this product, you know? That's kind of my concern. If you're looking for something lightweight, you might really enjoy this if you are oily. But I found I was using this, I bought this in like January, so I was using this like smack dab in the middle of winter, and I just found that it wasn't enough for me. In the Canadian winter, it's freezing and my skin can kind of get chapped even though I am oily. It just doesn't do super well in the cold, so I just didn't like this. Maybe this could be like more of my summertime moisturizer. It's definitely a reasonable price. I believe that this is like around $20. I can't remember specifically, but I know that Inky List is a more affordable brand. So I would consider repurchasing this again, but I don't think so, especially because of the price. I'm going to talk about another product that I like just as much, if not more, that is actually cheaper. And that product, oh, that's not even this product. Hold on. Do I even have an empty in here? Oh, it doesn't look like it. The product that I am talking about, I thought I had it. It's the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors with Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. I find that that one just softens my skin a lot better, and I like the packaging better. It's easier to use. It's not quite so clunky, but I do like this. I would recommend it if you're looking for something light. I just like the Ordinary better, and that's probably why I won't repurchase this one. Speaking of the Ordinary, I do have a product from them. This is the Squalene Cleanser. It's a squalene based face cleanser and makeup remover. Imagine that. I didn't really like this. I didn't feel like it really got my skin clean. I think if you had dry skin, you might really like this because it's definitely, you can feel the squalene in there. It's more of an emollient formula, but for my personal skin, that's not really something that I need. But I think if you're in the market for a good emollient cleanser, this is a good one. I just thought it was a bit too creamy for my liking. And yeah, that's really the only reason. I've just found things that I like better. So yeah, I don't think I would repurchase this one. I actually might consider trying the Inky List cleanser. Maybe I'll like that cleanser better than this one. Who knows? I have two more here to talk about. I go through a lot of face cleanser. This is by First Aid Beauty. It's the Pure Skin Face Cleanser. This is actually my favorite. It's gentle. It does the job. It makes my skin feel very clean. It's not fragranced. It's just very basic and not crazy pricey. So this was my favorite cleanser for a really long time, actually. Will I be repurchasing this? No, because they decided to test on animals now. What the hell's up with that? So if anyone has a good dupe for this, even if it's like more expensive, if it's cruelty free, I just may try it because this was my holy grail for so long. So I'm kind of sad to see it go because I did really enjoy it. It's just not something I can justify purchasing again because at the end of the day, it's just a face cleanser. There's tons on the market that don't test on animals, and obviously that's really important to me. So yeah, will not be repurchasing this one, even though I think it is good. Okay, this one's not even an empty, but I could not finish this. I hated it so much. This is by Pixi. It's the Hydrating Milky Cleanser. It has coconut and probiotics. First of all, this smells like it has probiotics. Like, you know that kind of like fermented smell? It's got that. And with the coconut, I don't like it. It's a soothing cleanser cream. It conditions and moisturizes as it thoroughly cleanses skin for all skin types, including very dry. Maybe it's just because I don't have very dry skin. It's actually the opposite. That could be the reason that I don't like this product, but I really don't. I feel like it kind of left like a film on my skin and it just didn't feel clean afterwards. I didn't like that whole film feeling. It was too creamy, too emollient, not my vibe. But maybe if you have very dry skin and that's kind of something that you're looking for, maybe this could work for you. But it does have that kind of annoying smell with the probiotics. It just smells like a little fermented, and I don't really like it. So I didn't even finish it because I didn't like it that much. So yeah, this one is a pass for me. I'm gonna pass this on, see if anyone in my close circle of friends or family may like it, because it's still really full. I don't just want to like throw it out. So yeah. Okay, now we're gonna move on to products that I really like, actually. These are all skincare products still. These are from Paula's Choice. First off, we have the Clear Anti-Redness Exfoliating Solution with 2% salicylic acid. I went off birth control back in May, not because I'm trying to have babies, I don't want to hear it, but I was on birth control because I was told that I had PCOS. And when I went off birth control and got tested again, it turns out that I don't have it, so I don't have to be on that for treatment. I just found that it was really affecting my mental health, so that's why I went off birth control. So I went off about last May and I started getting breakouts. They've calmed down quite a bit, but they were still there, especially when I first went off of it. My hormones were just kind of like, whoa, what's going on? So I found that this really helped Did I even say what this was? I think I did. If I didn't, it's the Paula's Choice Clear Anti-Redness Exfoliating Solution with 2% salicylic acid extra strength. It worked really well for me. It's just a toner that clears up your acne. This one almost left a little bit of a film as well, but since it's not a cleanser, I liked it a lot better because I knew my skin was clean already. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like when a cleanser leaves a film because I feel like it's supposed to be cleansing the skin, but a toner, I feel like it's supposed to be more of like a treatment kind of thing. So if it leaves a film, I feel like it's doing something. I don't know if that makes sense, but this does leave a little bit of a film. I think it has aloe in it or something. Oh, it has green tea leaf extract. That's what it is. Yeah, so it kind of just leaves a little bit of a film. It's nothing annoying, and I find I don't even notice it when I put moisturizer over top. And I just find that this is really helpful. It's a chemical exfoliator, and I really like it. I don't use physical exfoliators anymore. I find that my skin just looks way better when I use a product like this, and I have repurchased it. I've actually repurchased two. They're in my bathroom right now. One is almost gone, and then one's full because I don't want to be without it, frankly. Another product by Paula's Choice. This is the oil-free moisturizer with vitamin B3 and blueberry for blemish-prone skin. Hydrates without clogging pores. I did like this. I don't know if I'll repurchase it. Maybe at some point. I did like it for summertime, especially because it didn't clog my pores. It's a gel-like moisturizer, so it's very light, and yeah, I just feel like it did the job. Especially if you're oily and acne prone, you might really like this. The only thing that's holding me back from repurchasing this is it's not very easily accessible in Canada. I mean, I guess it kind of is. I just feel like if it was available at Sephora like it is in the US, I would be more likely to purchase this because I did like it. I don't know, we'll see in the future. I could see myself purchasing it, but I could also see myself kind of venturing into other products because it wasn't life-changing. It was just a very basic gel-based moisturizer. But yeah, it did the job. I just may try other things. So that's all. One product here that I definitely cannot live without now. This is also by Paula's Choice. I really hope that they come to Sephora Canada because clearly I would get a ton of points. So again, this is by Paula's Choice. This is the Moisture Boost Hydrating Treatment Cream for normal to dry skin. I use this as eye cream. There is no fragrance. That's what I love about all of her products. It's just like the very basic active ingredients. It's non-irritating, fragrance-free, never animal tested. I just love, love, love this product so much. It's the only eye cream that I can use that doesn't irritate my eyes. A lot of the times when I use pretty much any eye cream, it makes my eyes water like nothing else, and then I feel like I've just washed away all the product. But even though my skin is oily, I have a really dry eye area. So if you have a dry eye area, I totally recommend this. And when I was crying back on Tuesday, I had some crusties on my nose, so I used this. I put a little bit on a Q-tip because I couldn't get in there with my nails. They're gone now because they were starting to hurt me because they were so outgrown. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The moral of the story is I put the product on a Q-tip and I just kind of massaged it into my eyelids and on the tip of my nosy nose, and it worked wonders. Then after I let that soak in all day, I applied it a couple times. I used the anti-redness exfoliating solution, not so much on my eyelids. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but kind of in this area. It was also very dry, and then also on the tip of my nose, and I just exfoliated that area and then reapplied it, and it was very, very helpful. I find if my skin is ever chapped or I have like a dry patch for whatever reason, these the best. I also use them as a night cream now because I just love it so much. I wouldn't use this in the daytime for me personally, just because I am more oily. I feel like that would just make all of my makeup slide around and I'd be a grease bucket. But for nighttime, I love it. I feel like it really soaks into my skin and does some good. So yes, I have already repurchased it. It is also in my bathroom and I've gone through two already. Okay, so next up is a deodorant. This is by Sage Natural Wellness. It's the Exotic Crystal Fresh Deodorant. I do like this product. I have one in my bathroom, so I did repurchase it. I'm not sure how often I'll repurchase this one because I found a new deodorant that I really like, and it's also on the more natural side. Plus, Native deodorant just came to Canada and you can get it in stores now, so I'm definitely excited to try theirs. So I think in the meantime I won't purchase this, but I do like it and I have one in my bathroom that I'm hoping to go through. I've just found other products that I like more than this as of lately. I think this is the last skincare product. This is the Lush Sleepy Body Lotion. I have another one again in my bathroom, but after that one's gone, I don't think I'll repurchase this one. First of all, I feel like it's a bit too oily for my body skin. My body skin is also oily, so I feel like this product does cause me to break out a little bit on my body. In addition to that, I don't love the smell of lavender. At first, I was really into this, but I just got tired of the scent so easily, and it's a pretty strong scent. Yeah, like it's pretty strong. So yeah, I don't think I'll repurchase this again when the other one is gone, just because the scent's really starting to nauseate me. If you love lavender, I would recommend this, but if you don't, I would stay far away from this because it really smells strongly of it. Okay, and then I have one hair care product. This is the Briogeo Farewell Frizz Rosarco Milk Leave-In Conditioning Spray. This is just a little sample size. I got it at Sephora as like a point, no, I don't think it was a point perk. I don't know why I got it, but I did. It has a really nice scent. I didn't notice that it did anything though. I have some bleached ends. As you can see, the ends here are a lot lighter than my natural hair color. I used to bleach my hair quite a bit, and then I let it grow out, and I just did some ombre so that I didn't have to keep dyeing it, so that as I grew it out, it wouldn't look so crazy. But yeah, I used to do all sorts of funky colors. I've done blue, I've done purple. I loved having purple hair. That was my favorite. I've had gray, like a darker gray. That's kind of what's left over is the gray. I've done pink. So yeah, I have bleached my hair quite a bit over the years, and well, over the past couple of years, and I'm trying to grow it out because I don't want pink hair for my wedding, and I want healthy hair for my wedding. So hopefully this will get chopped off soon once I'm allowed to get a haircut. But yeah, I just find that on my bleached ends, this didn't really help. That being said, I haven't found a lot that has helped. My hair is already extremely tangly, so on top of that, the bleached ends, like this down here, gets knotted so freaking fast. I don't know if anything can help it. So I don't really know if this works. So long story short, it was a bad time. No, just kidding. So long story short, I just don't even know if I would recommend this. Hard to say, but it does smell nice, and I feel like it did kind of detangle and make my hair a little more manageable when it was wet. Other than that, I didn't really see a difference. Okay, now on to some makeup. There's pretty much only translucent powders and mascaras. This one's kind of skincare, but kind of makeup. This is by Visanti. It is their Rise and Shine Lip Balm Lip Mask. Oh, that smells really bad now. Oh, well, good thing it's done. I loved this product. Normally it smells like a bag of fuzzy peach. It's got a very peach smoothie type scent. I really enjoy this. You can get it at Rexall, I think, if you're in Canada. They did send this to me, but I really enjoyed it, obviously, because I used it up, and I've been saving it to talk about in this video, and now I can finally get rid of it. I did really enjoy this product. I don't know if I repurchase it, just because I like to test out new lip balms, but I do recommend it. Like if I was in the market for something that I knew worked and was kind of tried and true, I would go for this one to keep in my purse. For overnight, I like something a little bit thicker, but I think this is a good product. It's really solid. It smells delightful when it's not expired, and yeah, I would recommend. Next up, this is a fun one. This is the ColourPop and No Kill LA Super Shock Shadow. This was in the shade Catitude. All gone. Look at that. I'm so proud of myself. It's really crumbly now. I'm trying to get like, oh, I didn't know that comes out. I was trying to get a swatch for you guys. Now there's glitter all over the floor. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's kind of got like a translucent base, and it really reflects like a light gold sparkle. It's so beautiful. I obviously really enjoyed this. I feel like it was perfect just to apply all over the lid and go. A little bit of mascara and I was good to go. So pretty, really loved it. Would I repurchase it? First of all, no, because it's not available anymore. Even if it was, I just feel like ColourPop has similar shades that are also super beautiful that I would kind of want to try those before I tried this one again. I really enjoy their No Kill LA collaborations. They do like 4 Super Shock shadows every year, and they're all really pretty, so I would definitely repurchase the No Kill LA one, but if this was available, I'd probably go for something different. Just because as a beauty lover, I just like to test out new things. So while this was beautiful while it lasted, I am happy it's gone because it was kind of old, and I think I would just try something new. Next up, this is a setting powder. This is by Beauty Bakery. It's the Flower Setting Powder. Better Not Bitter. This is completely gone. For the most part. This was in the shade Oat. Yeah, Oat Translucent. I'll be honest, I think this product is super overhyped. Didn't really like it. I feel like it made my skin and foundation and concealer and wherever I put it, it made the skin underneath look really textured, and I'm not about it. I'm really happy that I finished this, but yeah, I didn't love it. I like the Laura Mercier one quite a bit better, and I'm sure there are some other powders that I would enjoy more than this one. So yeah, this would be a definite not repurchase for me. If you have super duper oily skin, this might work for you, but for me, it just made me look dry and textured, which is uncommon for me. Not a lot of products do that, but this one definitely did. Next up, we have a product from Hourglass. This is just a little sample size of their Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Another product I think is kind of overhyped. I feel like that would be a good video, overhyped makeup products that I've tried. I'm gonna write that down. But this product would definitely be on that list. I just didn't really like it. I didn't find it did anything. Plus, well, you know, it wasn't bad. It's not the product per se, but I feel like it's just a basic powder that I can honestly find most places. And I'm not really supporting Hourglass. Hourglass. I'm kind of following in Samantha Ravndal's footsteps, and until they expand shade ranges and consider people of color for their product launches, I'm just not gonna support them, because what's the point if not everyone can use them, you know? So yeah, this is more of like a brand thing, which makes me sad because I really want to try the ambient lighting powders by Hourglass. However, I just can't justify it. If you're not including people of color, especially, like, it's 2021, there are so many brands that will take your place easily. Work is coming for Hourglass's wig. So yeah, I wouldn't purchase this in a full size, definitely not. It's just your basic powder. I don't see the hype. Next up, I have two mascaras, both of which I hated. First is the Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. Everyone raves about this one, so I feel like my opinion is kind of an unpopular one, but this just did nothing for my lashes. It made them super clumpy. I just didn't enjoy it. Apparently the purple one's really good. I remember Tati always talking about the purple one, so maybe that one's different than the pink, but the pink, no bueno. And also, this is like a little trial size. This is by Marc Jacobs, and it is the At Lashed Lifting and Volumizing Mascara. I hated the wand on this. It was one of those, it's not like a regular spoolie, it's kind of the same material, but it's more of like a spiked spoolie. I just really did not like this. It made my lashes so clumpy. I really don't like that, and I don't like bigger wands. This is a bit of a bigger wand. Since I do have smaller eyes, this just did not work for me. I could not get to the base of my lashes without mascara going everywhere, and it made my lashes super clumpy with not a lot of volume. So I would definitely not repurchase this, and I wouldn't recommend it. And the last product that I used up is the Fourth Ray Beauty Glisten Up Illuminating Mist. I love this product. I'm so happy that ColourPop sent me a backup. This is so good. It's just an illuminating mist, and I thought I wasn't gonna like it because this size bottle is so small. Here's it compared to like a translucent powder. All I know is I really like this product, and despite the smaller sized bottle, it lasted quite a long time. I think this lasted like 8 to 10 months, so that's great, and it's affordable. The scent is a little strong. It's a pretty strong citrus scent, so if you don't like that, then I wouldn't recommend. But if you're okay with fragrances in your setting products, I personally don't mind them. This might be a good one for you to try. The actual mister is really nice. I just really enjoyed this product, and I'm glad I have another one. And those are my product empties. That was a lot of stuff, so I'm really happy to get rid of that garbage. Let me know in the comments if you like this background and what you think of it. And yeah, I think that's it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet. If you don't want to, that's okay. I just really appreciate you being here. It helps my channel so much by you watching, so thank you. Please leave any video requests you may have in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!